Hello everyone, TMMgamer here, and today I have the pleasure to bring you very possibly my last ever FIFA 13 video. Now I had a message about a week ago from a subscriber asking me to do a sort of Ultimate Team wrap-up video, so I'll show you all of the players, all of the, the records, all of the squad, etc, etc. So let's dive in. As you can see in the top right of the screen, my record on Ultimate Team this year is 331 wins, 29 draws and 78 defeats, and that's not too bad. I was pretty pleased with how that went in the end. I'd say about 25 to 30 of those defeats are a friend's defeats, because obviously last year I spent a lot of time living in a house with my mates, and we used to just chill out online, and I am a little bit better than he was, so he lost a few games on my behalf, but never mind. That's still a very, very positive record. If you get a record like that, you can afford some very, very good players, because I only bought, I think, 2 packs, and I got lucky in one of the packs and sold someone for a substantial amount of money. But if you take that amount out of my side, I'd still have a fantastic 5-star team, so that's one way you can do it. So that's the overall record. Let's have a look at the old... Actually, let's go and have a look at the squad first. So, you've seen this team. This is my La Liga team. Obviously, I think that's pretty much the starting lineup right there. And then you've got players on the bench like Valdez, Puyol. Pretty solid bench. I'll be able to show you how much all of this is worth, actually, in the clubs menu. But I just wanted to show you my Silver Lions team as well. So I'll just go to the squad selector. One of them is a random Brazilian squad that I ended up selling, and there's no one in there at the moment. So, but this is the Silver Lions team. I was pretty pleased with how this went in the end as well, because just look at that team. It's a very, very solid silver side, 3.5 star. Brendan Rodgers is the manager, and I've got a few GBNI players on the bench ready just to step in if they need to. So 2 teams there. I normally don't like to make any more than that, because I feel like I never play with him if I have a lot of squads, because I know a lot of people like to create 5 or 6 squads and dip in and out, but I just like to have a couple of squads that I enjoy playing with and I'm fairly comfortable with. But let's have a look at the total players. This is the... oh no, that's the wrong menu. I wanted to look at the stats one. I have not been on this for a while. Player stats. Oh, this is in my active squad. Okay, well, I'll show you these stats first. Right, let's have a look at the old goals. So, there you go. Mark Davis, 14 goals in 25 games. I love playing with Mark Davis. He's a really good player on FIFA 13. He scored a comparable number of goals to my strikers. Obviously, Lambert and Campbell have come in quite recently. Rhodes has been there a while and been banging the goals. And so, I haven't played as many games as I thought with these guys. Colback's got the most with 30 games. But it's just a nice, solid performance. If you get a central attacking midfield scoring you 14 goals, better than a goal every 2 games, you're doing something right. And then solid from Rhodes, solid from, midfielders chipping in with the occasional goals, Goal every 5 games is pretty good for a midfielder. Centre-backs will pick a couple of goals up here and there from corners or what have you. Colback's a bit more defensive, so I'm not too fussed with him not scoring goals. But that's pretty solid. So let's go to where the majority of the interest is, which is the La Liga teams. Have a look at the old squad selector. Now, bearing in mind, this won't be the rest of the games, because for like the first 3 or 4 months, probably even longer of FIFA, to be honest, I had a Premier League team. And if you guys check out my earlier FIFA 13 videos, you'll be able to see that team. It was pretty sweet. It was a pretty good team. So if you want to check that out, you can. But this is the La Liga side. See, I've played not as many games. Well, I've played nearly 90 odd games with them. So a large chunk of my games was with the Premier League team. But as you can see, Casillas has the record for the most appearances. Look at the goals on this. These are my 2 first-choice strikers. Look at the goal ratio. I mean, between them, they are absolutely banging them in. Higuain's a very able 3rd choice. Well, just look at that. He's come in, done very, very well. And then you've got players like Fabregas. Hasn't scored as many goals as I really wanted him to. See, I played better with Mesut Ozil. I don't know what it is, because they're the same rating. You can see from the goals there, I used to get more goals with Ozil. I just feel more comfortable with him than Fabregas. But Busquets popping up there with 7 goals. It's not bad at all for a holding midfielder. Really do like Sergio Busquets as well in this. Played more games for me than Iniesta and Pedro. Just goes to show you, how much I've played him. But Iniesta, 7 goals. 7 goals to Pedro. Arda Turan popping up with a goal every 3 games whenever he comes on. He is well down the pecking order, though. Navas, doesn't surprise me he's got that low number of goals, because I always just try and run round the outside and put a cross in. Then, you've got pretty poor performance from Sanchez and Soldado there. Not many games between them. PK, 83 games, 4 goals. Xabi Alonso just sneaking past him, but let's see who's got the rest of the goals. Adil Rami popped up with 1. Ramos, and then that's it. Very disappointing. Puyol has never scored a goal for me in 80 games. That is very disappointing. And Pepe, no goals in 57 either. They need to sort that out. Diego Lopez, the only player I have who doesn't have an appearance for me. Very sad. He's just sat there and watched Valdez and Casillas hoover up all the glory. But that's the team. I'm not sure if there's anything else I really need to show you. Actually, yeah, I'll show you the leaderboards. Just so you can compare this to me. I've got some... This is actually some of you guys are on here, so you can see how you can compare. God, that is ridiculously high. You've played it a lot. There I am. That's a pretty reasonable club value that can look in my teams, but you can see here a lot of players like to get their multiple teams out, and this is what that is. They've probably got one very, very good team, then 3 or 4 silver teams, or might have a cheap French league team. You can very, very easily do that, and that's how you boost the old club value up. So let's change the old leaderboard. Let's go to top squad. I think I'm going to be a bit higher on this. There you go. See what I mean? I have the joint highest top squad out of that leaderboard, but I'm so low because a lot of the other players get the 4th or 5th squad out. And that's perfectly up to you. That's exactly what you want to do. 894,000 coins earned in matches. Wow, that is a huge amount. Iceman, you need to stop playing FIFA as much. I'm going to be pretty low on this, aren't I? Yeah, 228,000. That's a solid amount. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. And there we go. Wow, that is a huge amount of coins. Have I missed a final leaderboard there? I may have done. Let's go back and have a check. Trading. I did not do much trading at all. 3 million profit. Wow. Nice work, man. 3 million profit on the trading. Again, I'm pretty low. I might probably be on a minus. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Still going down. There, 368,000. So, yeah, I'm not one who goes around spending hours in the transfer market trading. Certainly can't be bothered with that. I'd rather play a few more games or whatever. But guys, this is my ultimate team. It would have been nice if it showed you just your overall stats. So if you'd sold a player, it would still show you what stats they had and what goals. Hopefully that's something they add in sometime in the future, and perhaps even next one. So fingers crossed that's in. But that's pretty much the team. Really hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've enjoyed watching me play with these guys, which is the most important thing. And fingers crossed my next team, which will be a Premier League team again, fingers crossed that can live up to the glory of the 2013 edition of Bafana. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Really hope you've enjoyed the video, and as always, have a great day, and I'll see you in FIFA 14.